Pilot roll program confirmed. Go with throttle up.
You are now listening to the Dirtbag Block of Rock.
Coming down, 3, 2, 1. Big Mex with DirtbagClothing.com. Man, I am here with Crispin from the Veer Union. You and I
go way back.
we go way back. Do you know what year that was? And I'll tell the listeners what happened.
I feel like it was 2010, 11?
Not
10, 2010.
Was it 2010?
Oh, no.
It was like 2007, 2008.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah. So the guys for those that are familiar with my history, I worked for a rock station here in Vegas, and we threw a guerilla show. You guys are coming to town. You guys, I can't remember the single you guys were pushing, and we're like, hey, let's have a guerilla show at the Las Vegas sign.
Yeah.
And it went down. Like you guys played like what, 2 or 3 songs?
Yeah. I can't believe we got that far.
Yeah, and there was a backup, man. That day was crazy because I had just started with the station, and I just showed you a picture. Had you seen any pictures from that ever?
You know what? I like way back in the day. I saw something. I saw a couple of pictures, but because it's so far back, I didn't have any saved. So I'm glad that you had that on hand because that was definitely one of the most memorable, days of my life.
Your mohawk was definitely different at the time too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that was definitely an eventful day. So you're in Vegas right now. You're playing the Rockstar Bar. You guys like to pick some off the beaten path type venues, obviously.
Yeah, you know what? We heard that this place was new, and it just seemed kind of like just trying to do something different, man.
Yeah.
The sales for the show are pretty good, so I think maybe we made the right decision.
I think this is a cool little venue.
Yeah,
and for those that know, this is like a driving range / par 3 golf course.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. Also, I want to say I was listening to the new album Manifestations.
Yeah.
Not too many albums. I recall, in the past or whatever, that have every single song is a great song.
Oh wow! Thank you.
There's only 7 songs, but that's really all you need, man. Because you don't need any of that filler. I would much rather prefer a band put out all 5 or 6 bangers.
Yes.
And no filler.
Yes.
And save me $3 or $4 or $5.
And a lot of time listening to it. I agree with you. And I think that the whole time we were working on our previous album, Quarantine Collaborations. So when we were working on that album, we were also working on this album. So we were working on 2 separate albums at the same time, doing all these collaborations with artists that are on my record label, Rockshop Records, and at the same time working on a completely separate album. So we actually had more than just it's not like we just did Quarantine and then we came straight out and did Manifestations. We worked on it for 2 years and said, that song's not good enough. That one's not going on there. So, we did have the time, but it was definitely an interesting period of time over COVID. I mean, we must have written 50 songs over COVID.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So,
really?
Yeah.
And you still on the street. Still got some nice ones in the can. Still.
Oh, absolutely, man. Cool. Absolutely. Yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah. I'll tell you the songs that stood out for me. Standing My Ground.
Awesome.
When the World Awakens, and one that hit me on a personal level. Yeah. Karma's Coming For You.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
Man.
Awesome. That was the last song I wrote for the album.
Really?
Yeah. And, I mean, we've all been through some shit. And those people that have done those things to us, it's just you just got to know that at some point in time, you're not going to be able to just keep on lying to people. That the truth's going to come back to haunt you.
Goosebumps. Look at that. And I'll tell you, man, a lot of men go through it, but men don't speak up about it because society has kind of you're a man. Suck it up.
Totally.
Go with it. Just which I can agree, but we're given these emotions for a reason, and this is something that I preach. If you're sad, tears come out for a reason.
Amen.
And
I hear you.
Whatever higher being there is gave us these to manifest in manifestations.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So I totally that would hit me personally.
I appreciate that.
Another song that stood out was your Gale cover.
Oh yeah, cool.
A B C D E F U.
Yeah.
Why that one? Just kind of in the same mindset.
So it was interesting. Yeah, 100%. I was honestly I was in a spiritual way. I was kind of in a good place in my mind when it came to, I've got all this fire and I've got all these great song ideas and I was in a good spot. But when it came to my relationship life, I had just been burned over the coals. So I was in this really weird spot mentally, creatively, great spot. But and from a personal level, I've never been so burned by a woman in my entire life. So both those things kind of came together. And when Ryan had heard the song and he mentioned to me, he's like, dude, if we're going to do one cover off this album, we should do this song. And he played me the song and I'm just like, dude, that is me. That is what I'm going through. Yes. Exactly. And so,
I totally get it.
Yeah, so that was really the biggest reason. It was like a bit of a tongue-in-cheek kind of song too. So that was a bit different for us. So we knew some people wouldn't like it, but some people are like, "That's the best cover." Absolutely. But you can't fucking make people, everyone happy all the time.
Sometimes fuck them, dude.
Absolutely.
A lot of the times fuck them because you're not going to make everybody happy.
Absolutely. So we're very proud of the album, and most of the people we've talked to are just like, this is our favorite album you've ever done. At this point in my career, there's nothing that I want to hear more than your new stuff is my favorite stuff you've ever done.
Because that's what you always want to do.
Absolutely. Otherwise, you just kind of feel like you're repeating the past. This is Crispin from the Veer Union, and you're listening to our new single, From the Fire in You, on the Dirtbag Block of Rock.
Wide open, buried underneath your skin is a fire now awaken. Don't let yourself drown deep in the dark. Don't let your scars now rip you apart. Time to dig yourself out of the divine. Give it one last try now. It's do or die. One step away. One step away. One step away. Choking on the wind and raining, but you were drowning in the open ocean. Don't crumble like an avalanche when the crack of dawn's barely broken. Don't let yourself drown deep in the dark. Don't let your scars now rip you apart. Time to dig yourself out of the divine. Give it one last try now. It's do or die. One step away. One step. One step away. One step away. Feel the cheatiness. One step away. From believing us. One step away. From defeating us.
Dirtbag artists, visit dirtbag.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dirtbag Clothing 1996. The Dirtbag Block of Rock is brought to you by Dirtbag Clothing, sponsored by Scorpion Percussion.